I have a new mouse. This is from EWEADN and it's a GS01 and it's a gaming mouse apparently with a charging station. So you can put it at one side when you finish using it and charge it back up. Now it does say it comes with a 500 milliamp battery, so it should last you all day in theory. I will try and check that bit out. So with that, let's do the unboxing and see exactly what you get for your money. Well, obviously you get a mouse and a charging station or a docking station, whatever you want to call it. Yes, apparently it's a new one out and it comes in several different colours, but at the time of making this video they sent me a white one. Yes, at the time of making this video, because they said they only had the white or the black ones at the time. Link in the video description below. It might be an affiliated link, but it won't cost you any more money if you buy it through my affiliated link. Hopefully you will. Helps out the channel and helps me out to keep on doing videos like this. I'd like to do it permanently if I could. So let's have a quick look at the mouse. So these have to be removed. It says remove. Can you see that? It has, we got 2.4 off and Bluetooth. And we have a little reset button now, looking at that. Look at charging connections and the actual sensor itself for picking up movement. What's this? Is this a USB stick in here? So a quick look, and it is. So you can either use Bluetooth or you can use this. I think that's magnetic actually. Feels like it's magnetic. Maybe not. Anyway, we'll sort that out in a minute. And it should be plug and play. Yeah. So you should be able to just plug it in and away you go. Looks quite nice actually. So we have a scroll wheel. We have a little button there. Nothing there. So we have a little button now and side buttons. EWEADN wrote on the side there. So backwards and forwards buttons there. It looks like it might have, no, I thought it was going to say a light there. So it has USB Type-C connection. So yes, you can actually use cable to connect it to your PC or whatever you're using. You don't have to use the Bluetooth. Something to bear in mind. It might be helpful for you, it might not be. And we have a docking station. Again, that has a USB on it for connectivity. And USB Type-C on the other side. And that, I would imagine, how does that go? It goes like that. So, you need to sit it something like that. Oh, that's fell out again. I better put that back in. Don't want to lose it, do we? Go that way, or does it go that way? Goes that way. Right, how did this go back in? Right, so I didn't put it in properly. It might be because I had it upside down. Yeah, I did. She's in. And we have some sliders. Yes, these are to make it slide even easier for you, or harder. These are what these do. And they go on the bottom. I'm not putting them on, but I will take these off in a bit to try it. Oh, it's really slidey. I mean, look at that. And oh, it's quite a long cable actually. So USB Type-C. And that will be for charging up, which I'm going to do right now. So bear with me. Right, so she is fully charged. And I'm using it right now. Now, before we get into the DPIs, dots per inch, let me show you some different ways of how you can connect this to your PC. So at the moment, I have the USB that come with it plugged into the charging docking station, this little baby here, and the cable, this, is plugged in, which came with it by the way, like I mentioned earlier, and then the cable is plugged into the USB on my PC. and it works fine. No issues with it whatsoever. Yeah, does everything you want it to do. Like I said, we're going to go through some different ways that you might want to use it. So you can either use something like this, or you can plug in your USB straight into your PC, and that should, providing your PC is not too far away, it should just work. I have already tested it and it does actually work, so I'm not actually going to do that right now. So plug that back into there. So you might want to use this because of two reasons. One is for convenience, so you could have this sitting somewhere, maybe put some double-sided sticky so it sticks down, which is what I believe is underneath there, maybe. Let me have a feel. I'm going to peel that off a little bit. Yes, that is double-sided sticky under that little cover there. Oh, I took it right off. Let me pull it back on, because I didn't want to do that just yet. That will sit on there. So you can stick that somewhere and it shouldn't move. So when you need to charge it up again, you just go like that. And voila, she's charging up. Now the other thing I did find out that I didn't know at the time, the base or the actual mouse is magnetic. Let me just show you. It's not very strong, but you can definitely feel it. So yeah, and that works really well. Now, let's get back to connectivity. So we have the docking station, we have direct connect, so the actual cable is there, plug that into there, make sure it's fully inserted, otherwise it won't work properly. And again, that works fine, no issues again with that, but I prefer to plug that into there personally and use it like that, and it's got me quick connect for charging. Now it also has, which I mentioned earlier, Bluetooth. So providing your PC, which mine has Bluetooth connectivity, you should be able to change it over to Bluetooth. I'm not going to do it right now because obviously it won't work if I do it right now, but if I get up my Bluetooth, which is there, Bluetooth, make sure it's switched on, which it isn't, turn it on, and then add device, Bluetooth, and it says up there mice, click on that. Now it's searching. Now the thing is, you need a mouse for this to work, so you switch this over to Bluetooth, which is the bottom one, and there she is. Now see, that's not going to work, so I need another mouse to connect to it. Let's try it out, connecting. Should take a few seconds, shouldn't take too long. Click on done, and it works. There you go. Move my other mouse out of the way, and voila. So now we have Bluetooth connectivity. And again, it works extremely well. Doesn't seem to have any lag. So we have, what's that? Bluetooth, we have cable direct connection, we have the docking station connection, providing you plug this in. We have the USB that you can actually plug straight into the actual PC itself. So yeah, plenty of different options, or you can just plug in the cable like I showed you earlier. But yeah, it works really well. So what we're on Bluetooth. We also have the off button. Turn it off and it won't work. Turn it on to 2.4. Oh yeah, by the way, if you want to use this, the little dongle, USB dongle, you need to make sure this is turned on to 2.4, not the Bluetooth. But providing you set the Bluetooth up properly, which I've already done now, as you've just seen, you can just flick it over to Bluetooth and away she goes. Might take a few seconds, but normally it should be virtually instant. So 2.4, running, Bluetooth, come on, and there she goes. See, takes a couple of seconds or a second. Yeah. So you can put that anywhere you like. In fact, I'm thinking about using it all the time because I wasn't sure ergonomically whether it's going to fit my hand, because it did feel a little bit on the small side compared to the one I normally use, but it's only a touch undersized. So at the moment, yeah, I'm going to use it for myself, and I like the way it slides as well. Don't forget, you can remove these and you can put different sliders on as well, like I showed you earlier at the little packet that comes with it to make it either slipperier or not so slipperier. Depends how you want to look at it, doesn't it? Now, DPIs. Let's get into the DPIs. I did have a read on the DPIs, and the way the DPIs work is this little button here, and depending on what DPIs you press, you get a different colour. So I've got a flashing blue, and that's the right. Green, that's a bit faster. Flashing blue again, that's even faster. That's a bit scary, that one. And again, extremely fast. And we've got red. That's really slow, really slow. Speed up, flashing green. That's about right for me. So the flashing blue and that one there is about right, and that's just too fast for me. Purple. Whoa, where you going? Too slow. Okay, that's the green, and this one. Now, in the book, or the little manual, has two languages. I think one's Chinese, one's English. So we have DPI adjustments. So red light is 8,000 DPI, green light is 16,000. It says lantern, I'm assuming that's a colour, lantern. 24,000 DPI, yellow light is 32,000, light blue light is 56,000 DPI, and purple lamp is 120,000 DPI. Now, for the people who need to know what the Bluetooth rate of return is, I'm going to tell you, it is apparently 125 Hertz, providing you set a Bluetooth, of course. And wired 2.4G mode return rate is 125 Hertz, 250 Hertz, 500 Hertz, and 1000 Hertz, just in case you need to know. And it does have a sleep mode. It says here sleep settings. Yes, so after 30 seconds, if you don't touch it, it goes into sleep mode, just to save the battery, so the battery lasts a little bit longer and you don't have to keep charging it. Now, I'm going to have a little play about of it and tell you what I think about it. You know, give it a few days and then I'll get back to you and say she's good, she's bad, or it's just okay, right? But I need to find out just how good she actually is or isn't. Let's get on with it, shall we? And I'll give you the answer in a second. Right, so I've had it for a few days now, and yeah, I like it. I also like the RGB. Now, you can't change the actual RGB settings, as far as I know. It is what it is. So whatever it's on, that is it. And yeah, I'm going to reroute the cabling, because I'm going to be using this all the time now. So I am going to be putting the cable in. Rather than connect it to my PC, I am going to connect it to my KVM switch, which is in the cabinet over there. And run the cable in round the back so you can't see it. And I am going to stick this down somewhere on this desk. I haven't made my mind up where yet, but it probably just go right out the back somewhere. And then I can just plug in the actual mouse like that. Let me show you. So it's like that, and you know, when I'm not using it, I'll stick it on charge. Perfect. Well, I think it's perfect anyway. Yeah, very pleased with it. At first I did think it was a little bit on the small side, but I've got used to it. Seems to be working fine. I like the fact it's white and black. It does come in some other colours, but at the time of making this video, they only had it as white or black. But I do believe there are going to be some other colours as well. So check out the link in the video description below. So with that, yeah, gives my thumbs up. I like it. I like the fact it's got a little docking station on it for charging it up. I think it's perfect. Rather than plugging a USB all the time. Once I put it on there, I can forget all about it until the next time. So with that, as always, if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Click on the bell for notifications and subscribe. Thanks very much for watching.